Hey there, gang. Patrick King here, coming to you live from Springtown, Pennsylvania, teaching a private clinic today and tomorrow here in Springtown. Actually, I'm in a little guest cottage right now doing this little live broadcast for you. And today's less of a question and more of just kind of a discussion, I guess. People ask me all the time, what do I do when my horse gives the wrong answer? What do I do when my horse doesn't want to do what I'm asking? What do I do when my horse just isn't doing it, isn't figuring it out, isn't listening to my aids, things like that? It's interesting because I spent years training horses, teaching horses to do things, right? Teaching them to respond. This cue means this thing. And even working, when I started understanding the rider's aids, it was more kind of get this to happen, get that to happen. And interestingly enough, through the years, I've started kind of changing the way that I think about that, and things have gotten a lot better. What I think about now when I apply an aid, say I'm touching with a leg or closing a rein or shifting my seat, I reframe my question now with my horse. Instead of me saying, I want you to do this, or stop doing that, or I want this to happen. Now I'm rephrasing, basically, what I'm asking of my horse, and I'm saying, what does this mean to you in this moment? Now, it's taken me a while to kind of put to words how I ask that question, and I think that makes the most sense. That kind of means the most, I believe, in the way that I put my aids across to my horse. I'm saying, what does this mean to you in this moment? And it's interesting because when I started phrasing the question to my horses that way, at any horses, suddenly they stopped giving the wrong answers. Now they always give the right answer because the horse is always telling you what that means to him in that moment. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's what you want it to mean. That doesn't necessarily mean it's what we might call the right answer for the task we have in mind. But every time you apply an aid, your horse is honest in telling you what that means to him in that moment. I'll give an example. Yesterday I was teaching a clinic and I had a student working on a rein back. They picked up on the bridle reins and the horse just leaned down into the reins. In that moment, that's exactly what that meant to that horse. The bridle meant something to lean on. We worked on that a little bit and got that kind of answer to change. How did we do that? We waited, right? I've been saying a lot lately, there's kind of three keys: slower, softer, and wait, right? If you can think about those three keys when you phrase your question, what does this mean to you in this moment, the horse will start finding the right answer. So if they're giving you what we might call a wrong answer, hang out and wait. Pretty soon they're going to change what they give you, and they're apt to give you that answer you're looking for. Thanks, gang.